All right, y'all. We have a few missing link reveals that are coming to us tonight from Takara. First one being G1 Arcee and the second one being G1 Sunstreaker. G1 Arcee was never made. There was like a plastic model made, mock-up that was made, but it was never produced. And we know why. It was a boy's toy line. So making a female Transformer back then would have probably broken, I don't know, maybe the TV. Now, as far as G1 Sunstreaker, as you well know, if you didn't know, if anyone tries to sell you boxed Dinobots, a boxed G1 Sunstreaker or a boxed Mirage, and I forget the other figures that were destroyed in a fire that a factory in Hasbro where they lost the prototype molds for them to make the figures, so they never made them again. There has been no reissues of the G1 Dinobots. There's been no reissue of the G1 Mirage nor G1 Sunstreaker because of this. And they never decided to reverse engineer them. Everything you get that kind of looks shiny and new of those molds that I mentioned are high quality KOs. And if you don't like that, then that's your problem. Well, anyway, it is what it is. But now we do have a G1 Sunstreaker prototype from the Missing Link line. This means that for them to make this figure, they would have had to reverse engineer a Sunstreaker. Seriously, they go and get the original Sunstreaker, look at how it's built, and they copy it from there and make a new mold. Now, I'm going to explain a little bit about Missing Link that I can see so far from an engineering standpoint. Not every figure can be made in the Missing Link line. Certain figures, mainly the Autobots, are going to benefit from this because of the fact that, the way that they were designed, their robot modes, it's a lot to explain, but I'll put it this way. The characters have to have legs because that's where you're getting the articulation in the legs. So you're talking about Bumblebee, Cliff Jumper, Optimus Prime, Sunstreaker because he has longer legs. Possibly maybe even Trailbreaker or those figures because again they have longer legs. But Starscream, he ain't got no legs. His body is literally just a body. There are no arms, there are no legs to move. They just kind of like a static toy. And G1 Megatron would be far worse for them to do a Missing Link to. So I don't even see that happening with Decepticons yet. But the Autobots are probably easier to do because basically to them the engineering, their starting point is the figure itself has the ability to be re-engineered to move in that faction. And Sunstreaker is a perfect candidate for that because of the way he transforms, because the legs slide down, he has long legs, so yeah, it's easy for them to do that. Now the Arcee is a funny one. I have seen the pictures of the prototype before, but I will say, to be honest, I don't think I would buy it, or maybe buy it as a novelty or something like that, just for the simple fact that if you look at the figure closely, it ain't looking good. And I know a lot of y'all don't like Studio Series 86 Arcee, and y'all think Earthrise Arcee is the best, which it's actually the worst. And I know that for a fact because a lot of people got upset, but honestly, Thrilling 30 Arcee is still the best. And most of that went into Studio Series 86 Arcee. So yeah, I'm still going to rep for SS86 Arcee all day. If you don't like Studio Series 86 Arcee, yeah, I don't really care. But this would be a good novelty figure to have because it was never intended to be produced. But then it looks like it's going to be. Now this grayscale mock-up or prototype does not transform. So they did one of the vehicle mode and one of the robot mode. This is what I got from the news clip here so far. I don't think this would have sold back in 84, 85. And if it did, it probably wouldn't sell till after the fact because there would have been a few people that bought it. And you know how that goes. That would have probably sold boatloads because now we didn't have it. So overall, Missing Link, to me, I'm not a big fan of it. Not really. I don't care for G1 figures anymore because I'm sorry. Studio Series, War for Cybertron, Legacy, not Siege, but Earthrise, Siege, Kingdom, all those gave us figures that look more like the cartoon in the mainline aesthetic, unless we go with Masterpiece. So I really don't want a G1 like Sunstreaker when I can go over and I got two Sunstreakers that look more like a cartoon than the original G1. It just wouldn't work for me. I don't want that anymore. Now the Prime, because it's Optimus, yeah, I'm well with that, but for just Bumblebee and Cliffjumper, nah, I ain't trying to, I'm not feeling that. Beyond the Prime, I'm kind of out of that unless they do like a Megatron, which that'll surprise me. So what are your thoughts? Leave me down in the comments below. Me personally, I think this is great for those that like the missing link, but for me, I'm just not into it. Super Robot Ed, bringing more news reviews to them. We'll see you soon. Bye bye.